Good afternoon and welcome back to DR Sports. This time it's the UEFA Champions League draw live. As it happens, Arsenal are involved. Laurie is here representing the Gunners as always. You want us? Okay, yeah. We can do that if you want.
Yeah,
if you have to ask for it, it's not the same, is it? But great to have you here.
Thank you very
you are
much.
a participant this year. I was just about to say that I am too and that you are, but we're not.
No, we're just here for vibes today.
What are we here for? Because it seems
to pay homage.
Every single person in the comments, why is AGT here? Why is Abbi here?
I don't, honestly, guys, we don't know why we're here.
Tell the truth, you're both here to pay homage.
We don't know why we're here. We're just here to vibe with you.
And I actually saw that Liverpool were in the thumbnail for this video, so thanks for giving me a bit of stick about that, because they shouldn't be there, as we know. Yeah. Europa League, no league, for Abbi and her Tottenham team. If you are with us, make sure you get your questions in. Let's have a bit of an entertaining 20-25 minutes whilst all the jargon goes on. You know how UEFA like to roll out the red carpet and then takes forever to get a ball out of the hat, as they say. So make sure you send in some entertaining questions. Keep us occupied during this short wait until the balls come out the old bucket, the bowl, I suppose.
Where is this?
This is in Monaco, the home of the tax haven heaven.
Love it.
It looks very Monaco-ish.
Very glamorous,
Home
isn't
of
it?
iconic Grand Prix. What else is Monaco famous for?
Being tax-free.
No, other than tax.
For sure.
Fashion shows.
Their football team, they just bought Balogun. Your boy Balogun is probably there tonight, as they get ready to sing the Champions League hymn.
Would you like to sing it?
Do you know it's actually written by a guy from Norwich, that song?
I did not know that.
Did you know that, Laurie?
I didn't.
Yeah.
But
There you go.
I'm sure he's living off the royalties for the rest of his life.
Think about it. Whenever there's a Champions League campaign coming back, he's just doing that. Pay me the money.
I do think the music is quite infectious, though, don't you?
I love it.
It is the spine-tingling song. However, Liverpool fans have booed it after their treatment of us in Paris.
You booed the Champions League song? Is there anything you lot don't boo?
Look at it.
Remember what we just said before? You can give it, but you can't take it?
No, but that was about their dirty harassment of us in Paris, which was proven right, and they had to refund all the tickets.
Yes.
So
although on that, I would say that whether you agree or don't agree with the stance they take on things, I would say that Liverpool's fan base are quite, how can I put it?
Careful.
They're a conviction club, aren't they, in terms of their fans?
What do you mean?
Conviction meaning that if they feel
They've got
strongly
belief.
about something, they will voice it.
Oh, for sure.
or-
The whole city backs them, even if it's Everton. If they feel together, they will.
And I do admire that.
Yeah, it's a very collective place. That's why
And
I
it's
live
not a
there,
political
not London.
thing. I'm just saying, if they feel strongly enough about something,
They'll fight
they
together,
will
the good
organise
fight.
and,
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I mean, and make their feelings known. There's nothing wrong with that.
I like that. Big up to you.
Big up, big up.
Let's get into the old super chats. Remember to like this video. Let us know who your team want to get, as we are watching the trumpet come out at the ceremony.
That is a saxophone.
Is it? It
That
is,
is a
isn't
saxophone.
it? It is a
It is a
saxophone.
saxophone.
Poor from myself, but it's looking very glamorous there. You can guarantee all the big names
Well,
of
it has been
football
held
are
in
rubbing
Monaco.
shoulders. It is in
Surprised
Monaco.
P. Diddy ain't there.
Yeah.
Why? What does he do there?
No, but you know what I mean? It's very sort of Monaco.
glam, it's very glam.
He might
Glamorous.
be. You never know. Super chat. Let's jump into this one. Remember to subscribe to DR Sports if you haven't already. From NGA, he says, Ansu Fati, no go to Spurs. Dead team. Also, last time Spurs won a trophy, Barack Obama was president. What do you say to that, Abbi?
say
Let's see if
have a-
you can take it.
I have a day off, honestly. Have a day off. I don't know why I'm here. Me and Alex are being punished by Robbie. I don't know
Basically.
why, but we're here to host this. And it was just meant to be the two
It's
of
a
us.
deliberate
Laurie
plan.
is here because he has to add an Arsenal element to it.
No, I'm excited.
And, yeah,
man. I'm
in
excited.
terms of
You must be.
Ansu
We'll come to
Fati, I
you.
mean, fair play. He's gone to Brighton. I'm not that fast.
You're not.
Not really, no.
To be fair, Tobe's expressions and Fuad all tweeted about it. I don't think you tweeted about
I
it.
don't really
So they're
get
more in
involved
the
too
mud.
much. Also,
Yeah.
for the fact that, like, historically, everyone we've ever got from Barcelona has been awful.
Yeah, long lay the latest casualty on that list.
Royale, you know.
Gio dos Santos.
Yeah, just Santos.
Knowledge.
There's loads. So, I'm not saying he's not going to be good. It'll probably be great for Brighton, but also probably shouldn't have left it till literally day before the window.
Yeah, I don't like all this late business. Speaking of late business, we have got a bumper show for you tomorrow night on DR Sports. We're rounding off the transfer
you are
window from 8 o'clock, I believe, all the way through to 11. So if you're watching all the unfoldings of the last day of the window tomorrow, make sure it is with us on DR Sports. You can have your popular sports broadcasting network on the TV,
You don't want to
or us on the TV, and then have us on the second or the first device. Actually, let's put ourselves. Let's not put ourselves down.
Put them on the main telly.
We do it a little bit different here, don't we?
Yeah,
We're not
this is what they want to
We don't
see.
dress up in silly yellow suits.
Exactly.
No,
stuff
we're just
like
here
that.
for pure
White
vibes,
top,
pure enjoyment.
Arsenal jumper. Yeah,
We just give it to you
That's what we
straight.
want.
love to see it. And if you are watching us, let us know where you're watching from as well. We always like to know a bit about that. Tina says, what Liverpool and Spurs fans doing in this? Have missed something? Are Liverpool and Spurs in doing this season? Shout out to Tina. She always sends in the old super chats from Norway. Before you slag her off.
No, I love Tina. Tina, that's just, you know.
No, big up Tina. Big up to Tina. She's always watching, to be fair.
I was just thinking, whoever coined that phrase, big art, they should have patented that, shouldn't they?
Someone
Bit
might
like
have.
bling bling.
Yeah, but how many times, you can't control how many people say big up a day.
I know, but there's been various things you see out there, various stuff,
Someone
products
might have,
and stuff, and
can you
Yeah.
paint,
I'm sure
can
if
you
you'd have
patent
patented it.
a word.
Yeah, you can.
yeah, you can. Yeah.
Liverpool's owners trademarked the word Liverpool. Or no, the Cop and Liverpool, I think.
Michael Buffer traded out that word. Let's get ready to rumble, and he's made.
He gets paid $1 million
Wow.
every time he says
Yeah,
it. Let's jump back into the comments. Axel says, big love to AGT, Abbi, Laurie, quality DR hosts.
Thank you, man.
Love to see it.
Respect to you.
AGT and Abbi are in pot 5, says Montana Prime. Well, if we're doing it like that, I'd be in pot 5. You wouldn't have a pot to piss in, as it were. Again, why is AGT and Abbi here? We do work here as well, guys. We're
Yeah.
not just, we haven't just rocked up off the
We
street.
are a all family channel
Yeah.
in terms of any football team we welcome. Obviously,
It does hurt, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
As a frequent
No, but if you think
occupier
about
of
it,
Frequent flyer,
that
yeah.
Of
is
this
the very
competition.
essence of the DR brand, is it not?
it is.
It is.
All inclusive.
We are here for all,
It's all
Incorporate
banter.
all teams, all banter, and
Vamos.
I'm sure this has given Robbie lots of joy. The fact that here, me and
Yeah,
Alex. are.
AGT, your draw is tomorrow. Thank you. Who do you think you'll get in the CL draw? Brilliant. Really original, guys. Fantastic stuff. Abbi, what Jordans are those? Says D.I rank.
Nice ones though.
Yeah, I'd say they're like a mid Jordan 1, as in like the mid height.
But
Because you've got lows,
they're
highs.
fabric.
Good for the planet, you
They're
see.
fabric, no leather. Save the puppies.
By the way, what's
you
to digress slightly out there in Oz? What's the fashion stuff like? Is it good?
Well, I had a good time.
The shops
I
is-
spent.
I think it's a bit of a
I
shopping-
literally spent 900 quid getting my luggage home.
Oh wow!
Don't
Yeah.
feel sorry for you, though.
No, but I had
Is
a
it a
good time.
shopping? Was you Sydney, right?
Yeah, Sydney for the most part, Brisbane, Adelaide, back to Brisbane, and then but mostly Sydney. Everyone told me it was like really like crappy the shopping, but I had a great time.
I
really
bet you did. Yeah.
But
Come
to
back
be fair, I could literally shop in
Hermes,
got nothing in it.
Louis.
so-
You are just like
Gucci.
Tegan,
Just
you know.
like Tegan.
It's, you know, and my mum, to be fair, they're obsessed with
Women
shopping.
can shop everywhere.
London Colney, every Saturday.
I love London. Colney.
Oh, just like the rest of them.
Honestly, I tell you what, that habitat in the Sainsbury's and that New Marks and Spencer's,
And
unreal.
the old deli as well, in
Yeah,
the M&S
if
is
you live
decent
near,
as well.
If you live near London Colney,
You know what we're talking
go
about,
and see
hey?
that new.
I don't live too
100%.
far from there, actually.
Yeah, it's where Arsenal
It's
train, isn't
genuinely
it?
worth going for the M&S.
Yeah, it is.
Yep. KB says, stay strong, Abbi. We are merely lending our spot to the other side of North London for a minute.
I know, it's nice of them to show up after 7 years.
Well, let's go on to you then, because it seems a long time ago that you were getting pumped regularly by Barcelona, Bayern
come on,
Munich,
come on.
5-1, 5-1.
That was
It's
a
been
very long time ago, my
No,
friend.
that's what I just said. It's
Yeah.
been a long time, so if you let me finish. It has been a long time, but you are coming back in a big way in pot 2 today. Tell us, first of all, how excited you are to hear that music back at the Emirates, and then tell us, who do you want, and how far can you go?
Right, so I am very excited to be back in the Champions League. And you know what, if you'd have asked me this a few years ago, I probably wouldn't have admitted to that. I'd probably tried to play it down. But yeah, it's great to be back playing in the upper echelons of Europe. I'm looking forward to it. I do think we can do very well. I spoke to a couple of Arsenal fans a week or so ago, and they were saying if we can get out of the group stage, I'm like, bro, no. For me, getting out the group stages is not that big an achievement, especially when you consider what we did last year, what we spent on players in the summer. So listen, man, I'm looking at what we had a little chat before we come on air. Last 16 quarter-final for me, mate.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at, and I genuinely think that we can achieve that. I mean, let's be honest.
I think there were 7 round of 16 exits in a row before you went out.
Yeah, I mean, you know, previously we've not done too good, but things are very different now.
They are. That's why I said you're back in a big way. Shout out to Josh, love from Hong Kong. Alpa Atleti says safe. An easy draw for Arsenal like United always get, please, says Michael.
And am I wrong in thinking, you mean you guys tell me this, that yes, there's 1 or 2 heavy hitters out there, but there's nothing to really frighten you, is there?
What, in terms
I don't think
your group stage.
No, in terms of the teams in the competition.
Oh,
I'm not intimidated by too many teams out there. And what I would say, certainly if you look at the competition last year, City played Milan. I didn't think Milan were that sensational. There were a number of very beatable teams in the competition.
Who would you like to avoid?
Well, there's a few obvious ones: Madrid, Bayern.
You said you wanted one of the big hitters, though.
Yeah, one of the heavy hitters in the listen,
group.
What I'm saying, if in the group stage, if we get one heavy hitter and then the other 2 are very beatable teams, I'll take that. Because you want one heavy hitter, don't you, to sort of
make it a bit
give it that sexiness, you know what I mean? For want of a better word.
I wasn't thinking you were going to say that, but yeah,
I'm
go
just
for
having a
it.
look at the poll. So Sevilla, Barcelona, Napoli, Bayern Munich, Paris Saint-Germain, Benfica, Feyenoord. Obviously, I've removed Manchester City from that. You can get in pot 1. Pot 3, Shakhtar, Red Bull Salzburg, AC Milan, Braga, PSV, Lazio, Copenhagen, Krena Svedza, couldn't say that.
That's Red Star Belgrade, I think.
Pot 4, Young Boys, Real Sociedad, Galatasaray, obviously not Newcastle, Celtic, Union Berlin, Antwerp, Lens. So realistically, looking at it, you're missing actually a lot of good teams because of your pot.
Yeah.
You've done very well with that. That excludes Real Madrid, Manchester United, Inter Milan, Borussia Dortmund, Atletico Madrid, RB Leipzig, Porto. Like, you have had a brilliant touch there. You really have. I mean, out of that first group, obviously you'd want to avoid Bayern.
Take Feyenoord, though, wouldn't you?
Barcelona.
With all due respect.
I think you probably...
Barcelona, I'm not intimidated by them.
Napoli.
They're difficult.
Sevilla, no mugs.
No, they're no. Yeah, I mean, let me qualify it by saying that.
I'd say your best bet would actually be getting PSG.
Yeah, rebuild.
You see, I think we're more than capable of beating PSG.
No, I'm saying that's your best bet to get them. I
see what you mean.
I think that'll be a good option. And then I guess, you know, the others sort itself out.
I mean, it's much of a muchness. What I'm saying is one heavy hitter, so-called, and 2 teams that, you know, are beatable.
Yeah, okay.
Because where's the final taking place next year?
Wembley.
Exactly. And that's where we want to be.
The final of the Europa League is in Dublin, so what sounds more fun?
And you got knocked
Can you
out.
imagine? Can you imagine that our first year back in the Champions League and we get through to the final at Wembley? I mean, that is...
It could happen, we'll see.
And then you woke up, right?
Maybe, for
Listen,
sure.
man, if Milan can get there...
I don't know how Milan got there.
Yeah, well...
Inter.
If they can get there, mate, we can. Seriously.
Yep. Jake Pacheco, Super Chat. If there is a God, Arsenal would draw Bayern and Harry Kane would score a hat-trick at the Emirates to knock them out at the group stage.
Love it. Been thinking about it for the last couple of days, but I think let's save it for the round of 16.
I've heard
Let them hurt more, if anything.
Yeah.
RK, hi guys, who has had the best transfer window? I would throw Man City in there, to be honest.
Well, you wouldn't say we would.
Sorry?
We got to be up there.
You're up there, but you still got places that you need to fill. Whereas City they've lost Gundogan and Mahrez. Nunes, Doku, Kovacic.
Yeah.
Solid.
What a bargain, Kovacic.
And the latest guy they got was decent as well, isn't he? And he was a bit naughty, but he got what he wanted.
And Vardiol as well.
I've had a brilliant window, to be fair.
Yeah.
A lot of the business that you do, it always is. It's very subtle, if that makes sense. Like, I mean, obviously they spent money, but they don't go and buy the Neymars and Mbappes of the world. They do their business very smartly, small tweaks, small improvements, and that's how they manage to stay so good. Similar to what
they are starting from a position of strength, though, aren't they?
Well, it's taken a long time to get there, but also at the same time, you know, Manchester United used to do that when they were on top, small tweaks each and every season.
No, I guess what I'm saying is it's slightly easier when
Well,
you're,
yeah, when you win the Champions League.
yeah, to make those changes and for the players to assimilate. But I'm happy with what we've done so far. I mean, I do think. Well, Timber, before he got injured, he was shaping up to really looking.
Such a shame for him. We're getting closer to the draw, I think, guys. Thank God. Remember to like the video. There's just over 1,700 of you right now, so smash that like button. Let's get it right
I
up
must say,
if
it
we
looks
can.
more like the Eurovision Song Contest.
It does. It really does.
I
But
just
Joe
wanna
Cole
answer
and Eric Abidal
This
picking the
guy's
balls
literally
up.
sent like through the same question like 4 times. DI Rank said, does the flight to and from Australia feel as long as it really is? And I just wanted to answer you because you've said it like 4 times. Yes, it really is that long.
Films that you watched?
Way There, I watched on Netflix actually. I watched Lincoln Lawyer.
Nice. Great film. Matthew McConaughey.
Then I watched Aladdin.
Yep.
And then I went to sleep.
Fair.
Business class or coach?
Premium.
Premium class. Oh, look.
And then on the way home, I slept for a lot of it. And then got a free upgrade to business, which was divine.
I got that on the way back from Jamaica.
Yeah,
Ear infection. So
finished the end of Succession and then went for a lie down in my business class bed.
very nice.
It was a very nice free
How the other half live, eh?
I'll tell you what, I was on a flight to Lisbon. That's just a short haul flight, as we know. And that was one of the worst experiences I've had, especially going out there, because basically, and I guess I need to be careful how I say this, but...
Be careful because the draw is starting very soon.
I was stuck between 2 young families with very small kids, and all they did was to scream there.
Oh, apparently
Kick
they're
you.
making a section.
Separate. Kids and adults.
You know what?
Korean
I was advocating.
Why has that not happened already, though?
I know, bro. Have you ever been in that position?
Of course, everyone has.
It's
Where
so
someone's kicking your
uncomfortable
back
because
seat and you're going...
You don't want to say anything because at the end of the day, it's kids, but it's so frustrating. It's so annoying. Like,
especially when you're trying to sleep.
It ruins your experience.
Yeah.
Thankfully for us, it was only a couple of hours flight, but if it had been a long haul
Are you
flight,
in favour
bloody
of
hell.
that, having an adult-only section?
Oh,
I would pay extra for that, sure.
100%.
Black Wolf Super Chat, seeing AGT and Abby here is so funny. Don Robbie, funny AF for this. Anyway, it's always good to see Abby's pretty face, says Black Wolf with the old Super Chat. Sean, will Abby, your team ain't in any European competition?
No,
we know that,
we're
don't we?
vibing.
The vibes. Laurie, if Arsenal get knockout after the group stage, should Arsenal go all in the Europa League? I hope United not get Galatasaray.
Well, that's the little safety net that they've got in this, which I'm not in favour of, to be honest.
I think it adds a bit of spice.
Well,
Yeah, why not?
you've had teams dropping out of the Champions League and then going on to win
Seville.
the Europa League, which for me,
Cheating,
Don't know,
really,
man.
innit?
Yeah, it's
you went
just
there,
not
man, when
really
I was going
appropriate.
around to Russia away in the group stage. Divas Walia says, someone remind them they lost to Sporting in Europe.
you don't need to remind
Excellent.
me, mate.
Brilliant.
It was a very painful experience.
So the draw is starting very soon over in Monaco, in France. Pot 1, pot 2, pot 3 and 4. That's how it works. Good to see Celtic in there. Good to see Newcastle in there for the first time since 2002,
Whatever.
I'm going to say.
It's good to see Newcastle back,
Yeah.
actually.
Real Sociedad there as well. Union Berlin, Shakhtar Donetsk, Lazio, PSV, Red Star, Copenhagen, Benfica, obviously. Won it back in, I think it was 69, maybe, Eusebio, in that era.
Wow.
Yeah, a long time
I'm
ago.
impressed by your...
Yeah, bro, part of
Historical
the
context that
Lisbon
you have.
Lions, right? Come on.
But what I would say is that much more happier than the fans are the people in the boardroom, man. You know what I mean, Champions League equals
Of course.
money.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Big
So,
money if you're in this competition.
I mean, you try getting a ticket for any of Arsenal's games in our Champions League. It's going to be
Montana
crazy.
Prime.
When you weren't doing so well and your stadium was like so empty? And you used
When
to,
was that?
like the season before
About
last.
30, 40
Remember
years
that?
ago.
And they used to just like make up the attendance.
Are you serious? I don't ever remember
To
that.
be fair, a lot of
Really?
clubs did that in lockdown.
Empty.
Or
Yeah,
towards the
man.
end of it.
Lockdown. It's 2022.
Oh, right, in the
Empty
lockdown.
roots.
Right, yeah. Well, all the stadiums are empty.
Stephen Borman, big up AGT in the panel. Safe says Forest over Arsenal. Of course, Forest 2 times winners of the European Cup. And I have to say, it's the best looking trophy. Where is it? How are we doing the draw? We've not got the trophy.
Do you know why it's being taken?
Oh, it's on AFTV, isn't it?
AFTV.
They've taken it down to AFT.
Pesky
because-
AFTVers nicking our trophy. As if they've ever seen that trophy in AFTV studios either.
Close to got to.
Exactly, for sure. Why is AGT here? You've just joined us, I presume. Dawit, big up to you.
Mohammed, it wasn't a super chat, but he said that he thinks I'm supporting City again this season across all comps. Since we did you a massive favour.
You're not doing that, are you? You going back
Fine
to that?
by me. Like, go
Pathetic.
Well, we're not going to win the Premier League.
Listen,
Again,
you might as well go
I'm back
all
at
in
the
now
same
you're out
thing.
of Carabao.
I'm at the same situation again with the Premier League. It's not going to be us.
Fair enough.
Who's it going to be?
So it's just bitter by default. Timber in
Can't
Emirates.
have it be Chelsea. God no. Now I've got
You
another
don't think
enemy
it can
this
be
year.
Arsenal?
Do I think you're going to win the league?
No,
this
do you
year?
think it could be Arsenal? Do you
No, I
do
think
you
you're
give us any
challenged. I don't think
chance?
it'll be you again. I don't think it'll
fair
win it,
enough.
but I think it'll be up there.
Right, we are about to do
Pot 1
draw. Just one more super chat
City.
time. Timber in Emirates. I love this super chat. Timber says, only downside of this year's Champions League is no Liverpool. They and us should be there by default. No LFC, no Champions League. ... Arsenal
Listen, mate,
fan.
in life you get what
He's
you
an Arsenal
deserve.
fan. He's an Arsenal fan.
In life you get what you deserve.
And we've won it 6 times. You've won it none. So that's what we deserve, and that's that. So brilliant.
Historical context.
Yes, big up to Mohammed for that question to Abby. Newcastle are not making it out of the group stages, says Safe, the Atletico fan. Atleti. That's quite an interesting game, that. It would just be a
can't wait
scrap,
to
wouldn't
see
it? If
Newcastle.
Newcastle played Atleti, that would be a horrible game to watch.
Awful. I can't wait to see Newcastle win this competition.
I think on Newcastle, I've watched them a couple of times this season. I think Eddie Howe needs to take the handbrake off a little bit, man. Otherwise, he's going to risk the wrath of the fans. Because I've seen a couple of games where, you know, I mean, they've looked less than scintillating.
Yeah.
They've got some very good players in that team. I think he needs to. You know what I mean?
Pot 1. Man City, Sevilla, Barcelona, Napoli, Bayern, PSG, Benfica and Feyenoord in pot 1.
Wow.
Nicholas says, AGT, ¿cuándo jugamos al pádel? Muy pronto, ojalá, hombre, gilipollas, me llamas. That was actually Nico who comes on, the Barca
Hello,
fan.
Nico.
He said,
Hey.
when are we playing paddle? And I said, whenever you want, hopefully very soon. He's very good at paddle, I have to say. Excellent. Right, the balls are spinning around in the bowl, and you know what that means. It's time to twist them around for 45 seconds until you
What
finally
makes you
get it
laugh is that
open
if this
and you
spinning
pull it
around
out.
in
The
the
first
bowl-
name is, out of pot 1, Laurie, this is what we've all been waiting for, the UEFA
City.
Champions League
PSG.
draw. It's
Oh,
Bayern
Bayern
München.
Munich.
FC Bayern München.
Harry Kane.
Harry Kane.
Harry Kane.
He's starting
Group
off really
A.
well, isn't he? But then
He would do.
He would
Look
do,
at
yeah.
you know.
Nico, the Barca fan, says he wants Arsenal so bad because they always beat them, unfortunately. FC Harry Kane says golden shred. Let's get ball number 2 open by Joe Cole. 6 Champions League goals he scored in his time in the competition, it said earlier.
good player, Joko.
Great player. Sevilla Football Club. Club de Fútbol
So
Sevilla.
from an English
Spain.
perspective, this can be
Go on. You're
no one
our
in pot
expert
3.
mathematician.
No one in pot 3.
No.
But it can
Can't
be
be.
Newcastle. I'm your mathematician. God, don't rely on me for math.
Actually, we did go to school together.
Do not
and
rely on me for math.
I think we were both in the. Was there sets at that age?
Don't know.
We
You
just-
setting in primary school? Wow, this is a tough.
Napoli.
Napoli.
Wow.
I tell you what,
That is a
Newcastle-
decent
Group
group.
already.
This'll be
Group
a-
of death.
baptism of fire for Newcastle.
Oh no, they're in separate groups, guys. This is just they're doing
Oh,
one team
was
B,
excited, I thought we
C.
started.
Yeah. No, they drag it out, don't they?
Napoli.
Next team is
It's very convoluted, this draw, isn't it?
SL Benfica. Love to see it
That would have been
again.
an unreal group though.
European Cup winners in the past. They sell very well. The Portuguese teams.
Big club. I was in
Don't they?
Portugal,
Massive
as I
club.
said earlier, and
Stadio de Luz.
yeah. But I saw a few of the club shops around.
All Benfica.
Yeah.
Next up, Feyenoord from the Netherlands.
Want to try that again with Cody Gakpo today?
Gakpo, Cody Gakpo is how you say
always a
Cody's
good-
name.
Ground for breeding ground for talent there, isn't it?
Oh, for
The
sure.
Dutch league.
Total football, mate. Cruyff. Next up, who have we got? PSG. Never won.
Paris Saint-Germain.
Champions League, of course.
Something tells me that they're going to have a decent season after all the trials and tribulations they've been through recently. Now that Mbappe's
They're in
decided
Group
to
F.
stay.
That whole Mbappe situation's weird.
It is.
Next up, Joe Cole.
Do you reckon if you were opening those little balls, you'd like just drop the top? Because I probably would.
Yeah, I would.
Bit fiddly.
Manchester City. City are in Group
City.
F or G?
Oh,
Which one is it?
City.
Group G.
PSG dead team, says MD. So many serious big wigs, says Timothy. Ik bekken Netherlands AGT. We use the guttural Gakpo, says Exodus. Brilliant.
Barcelona.
FC Barcelona. Next out. 5 times winners of the Champions League European Cup. Pep Guardiola famously won at Wembley in 1992 as the captain. I know it was Ronald Koeman in 92, sorry.
Real Madrid.
Real Madrid, the kings of Europe, 14-time winners. Manchester United, 3-time winners, half of Liverpool. Internazionale, 2 times winners, I believe. Could have and should have won it last year, really. Borussia Dortmund won it in 1996.
Could have and should have.
They
Could have
had
and
chances to...
City were the deserved winners last year.
Could
Bro,
have and should have.
Lukaku had 2 off the line. They had 1 off the post. They
There
could
we
have won that. Atletico de Madrid never
Don't be
won.
bitter, be better.
Exactly. Leipzig never won as well, unfortunately for them. FC Porto, winners in 2004.
Love Porto. They're my second European team.
Really?
Really? Why is that?
Mine's
Just 'cause
Betis.
When I
Arsenal never won it.
never won it. Back after 7 long years.
But I would say back in 2006 when we got to the final, both myself and Robbie were there when we lost to
Yeah.
Barcelona. A very
In
gallant.
Paris, 2006.
Yep, I was there with Robbie. It's a great day out there, I must admit. Even though we lost that day, it was.
Do you know what? I didn't enjoy
great
our
trip.
final one.
Oh really?
one
Oh
bit.
wow, yeah, okay.
I
That was
didn't-
one of the
I didn't
worst
even
finals
enjoy
in
the
recent
day.
years.
Like,
Doesn't matter.
I enjoyed the journey to the final a lot more than I enjoyed the final.
Really?
It was so hot.
Yeah, that's normally
Do
the
you know
way.
how hot it was?
Yeah.
It was like unbearable.
It
in
was hot
Madrid.
when we went to Paris.
It was so hot.
Right,
It
who?
Was, the stadium was a mission away.
Who's the first name out again? Who was it?
Can't remember.
Group A? So it was Bayern Munich.
Bayern, yeah.
So who do Bayern Munich have?
Oh.
Will it be Arsenal? Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich? That
They
can't
can't.
happen. Surely not. Where are they
Thought we
going
couldn't
then?
get the same country.
You can't.
No, so where are they going
Oh, right,
then?
sorry. So it's going to pick the group. So it can go in groups
Format's
E,
crazy.
F, G, or H.
I'm convinced that they do this just to long this process.
They-
It
course
is,
they do.
honestly. This is the longest
They want the
thing
viewers.
So convoluted.
Eric
Abidal,
Abidal
and a very good player
Shout out.
back in the day.
came over a massive adversity in his career.
He did. He had cancer.
He did.
He still looks good though, doesn't he?
They are in
like his time.
group F,
F.
Manchester City.
Is it?
I think
Is
so.
it Man City and Dortmund again? Oh,
sorry, PSG. What
And
group
Borussia
was City then?
E or something.
E.
Or G, they were actually. PSG and Dortmund.
It is 32 teams in total, right?
Yeah. Next ball out the hat. Who is it?
Out the ball.
Arsenal! The Gunners!
Oh, who's it going to be?
In the Champions League.
Come on, pick a letter. Laurie,
Where
go on,
will
pick
they
a letter.
go?
A, B, C.
F or G, is it? Or A? Yeah, F or G. I think he might be with Feyenoord or...
I can see you.
Complicated.
Yeah, this is going to be in a few
No,
years.
it's A, B.
You could get Barca.
Yeah, A, B,
You could
C,
get
D,
Barca.
E, F, E, or F.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on. Arsenal end up in
Group.
group. Come on, Eric. B,
B.
B.
which is the same group as...
Edu.
Napoli.
Is it Napoli? Sevilla. Sevilla and Arsenal.
Although they're
in
not
the
to be
same
underestimated.
group
No,
together
Sevilla
in
are
the
very good.
Champions League. And a little away
Very
day
good
for
side.
Robbie and co in Sevilla coming
Is
up.
that northern Spain?
Southern.
Southern.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lovely town, meant to
Yeah.
be.
Amazing place, Sevilla. Club Atlético de Madrid.
Atletico.
What group will they be in, though? They can be in
E or G.
E or G. Could join Feyenoord or Man City here. Atletico. Very tough away day at the Wanda. And what group is this that they will join? B City, go on. BG. Oh, it's E. Feyenoord, I think.
Do you know where Sevilla are currently in the Liga?
Feyenoord and Atletico de Madrid.
Do you know where Sevilla are currently in the Liga?
18th.
Bottom.
Yeah. They had
3
to sell all their
games, 3
players. They've
losses.
got massive administration problems. Next out.
3 games,
Who have
3
we got?
losses so far.
Decent in a cup though.
Manchester United. This is United we're talking about.
Oh, United. Where are they going to
It's
go?
late. Man United.
Oh, it's Group
B, E,
A.
F, G or H. How can they go in City's one then?
No, it's A, B or C.
Is it the red ones?
Yeah.
Oh, I forget. I've been
This is
reading it wrong
such
the
a
whole time.
convoluted system.
I know,
Surely it's not
what's
just
going
us that are confused.
I mean, I get that they're
Also,
trying to
how do
long
they
it
know
out.
what balls to take out of the bowl?
They do mocks and stuff, don't they? A.
A.
So Man United, is that Bayern Munich? Oh, it is.
Oh, and it could have been.
It's going to be a rematch of
At
the
least we ain't got them.
1999 Champions League final.
And you could have had Kane, but he went to Bayern,
Just got
and now you
caned.
got to face him.
Wow. Man United versus
At least
Bayern Munich.
we ain't got that spectre of Bayern Munich.
RB Leipzig.
Oh, what's another way you pronounce it now?
Leipzig.
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 Anyone German in the
Leipzig.
chat?
Leipzig.
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 Ja.
Leipzig.
Yeah. Ja, Gunners, yeah.
Oh.
Good team. Not to be
Group
underestimated.
Group D,
Very good
Group
team.
G, Group H.
Come on then, Eric.
He's very studious in the way he opens the ball. You notice? Very focused.
Next up, G, Man City. RB Leipzig and Manchester City drawn in the groups in Group G.
Didn't Guardiola come from Leipzig?
He did. Yeah,
He did.
He did. So we'll be going back.
Going back to Leipzig. Why is it always like poetic that happens?
Script writers are just working in overtime all the time when
Clearly.
it comes to football. Next up, I think that's Porto. Oh no, it's FC Internazionale Milano.
Milano.
Inter Milan. Shout out Matteo, my old neighbour in Liverpool. He's a doctor in Liverpool, big Inter Milan fan.
Finalists last year.
Finalist last year. He was gutted, and he was with me the year before when I lost. So we've kind of both lost in the last 2 years. Both
losers.
Yeah, exactly, for sure. But we're both winners in life. Anyway, next up, who we got, Abby?
We have got FC Porto.
It's your team.
Love Porto.
Why have you got this affinity?
She went
for
there.
I went
Porto?
last year
Oh,
and
okay.
I just fell in love with it a little bit, and it's a lovely,
In Lisbon, of
sweet
course.
little in Portugal.
In Porto.
Sorry, you're in
Yeah.
Portugal. Sorry.
In
yeah.
Porto.
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 Yeah.
It's just a lovely little place.
Barcelona and Porto.
Very cheap, very nice, very historic, very beautiful. River,
Portugal's
Douro.
underrated.
It's what?
Underrated,
Yes, love
Portugal.
it. Love it.
No, I had a great time.
You went
and
to Lisbon
went to watch the
recently.
game as well. Went to watch
Nice.
one of the games.
Real Madrid, Club de Football. What group will they be in?
Real Madrid. They can be in Group C only.
Napoli.
Oh,
That's
that's
tasty.
tasty.
That is tasty.
It's a tasty little group.
That's a bit of tapas, bit of calzone. Happy days. That is a big game, by the way. Home and away.
It is.
Not an easy place to go to, Napoli.
Two
Very,
heavy
very
hitters.
intimidating. Yeah, for sure.
Did very well in the
You
Challenge
know what?
League
Group
last year. won
A
it.
and Group E are looking very, very lively at the minute, I have
I'm
to
very
say.
satisfied with who we
Pot
got
3
so
coming
far.
out. Yeah.
I'll take that
Yeah, you've had a decent draw so far.
so far.
I mean, to be fair, it's not going to get much worse, is it?
United in the mud, says Happy Human.
Salzburg.
Where's Liverpool, everybody? I don't see them, says
You can
Big
see
Riz
me.
Ball. Yep, brilliant. Cheers, boss. Oh, Red Devils to play Bayern twice, says Tim. Harry Kane finally going to the theatre, says Montana Prime.
Braga, another Portuguese team.
Yeah, Great stadium, that.
Who would you look out for in this group? Would it be someone like Shakhtar you look out for? Would it be AC Milan?
People always
Lazio's
say
a tough
about
place.
Shakhtar, the worst thing about playing them is travelling to... But it won't be Ukraine, though, will it?
No.
It'll be
Doubt
Poland
it.
somewhere.
This is a very intimidating place to go.
Where?
Red Star Belgrade.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus. Copenhagen, look at this strike. Bosh.
Poor.
That was the other day. To get in this competition. There you go, then that's pot 3. Some big teams now. Nice to see Lazio back in the Champions League. I only really ever remember them with like a flash in the Champions League with Nedved under Sven-Göran Eriksson in like 2001. Nesta, Veron, they had a good team then, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
But yeah, they're normally a Europa League team, so I'm happy to see Lazio back in. Some couple of tricky opponents there if they come across Arsenal. Over up in group, which group are Arsenal in?
Arsenal, I can't remember now. This point. Hold on, I'll bring it up for you. I'll bring it up. Have no fear. I am here.
Who have we got then? And in what group? FC Shakhtar Donetsk.
Don't worry.
Still waiting. No, I'm joking.
Arsenal are in group
B.
Yeah, B.
B.
With Sevilla. Tough team, that. As we said.
brilliant. The Champions League actual page.
AGT, are you doing a Europa League draw after this? It's actually 1 o'clock tomorrow and I'll be doing it live on the COP TV. I know that was a joke, but might as well tell you anyway. Next out, or next to see which group we've got.
Do you finding it a big come down?
A little bit. Can't lie, it hurts not being in it, especially losing it last year.
Group H.
H.
That is Barcelona, Porto,
Ooh.
and Shakhtar Donetsk.
Interesting.
Got to say, the hardest one so far.
It's Napoli and Bayern. Then.
Napoli and Real Madrid.
What about Munich and Man United?
Yeah.
It's Manchester United we're talking about.
It's United.
It's United. AGT, the graphics.
Red Star Belgrade.
What's wrong with the graphics? Oh, have they just gone, have they? We'll get them back up, I'm sure. It will come back in a sec, I'm hearing from production. Thank you, Jim. Jim Bob.
Jim Bob.
AGT, ¿dónde está el gráficos? They will be back soon. Muy pronto,
Where are
hombre.
the graphics?
Relaja. Rigged draw in favour of Barcelona, says Mbusi.
I'd love to know how they work this out with the balls.
Somebody sat at home and came up with the longest way to draw this out possible.
Honestly, it's ridiculous, isn't it? He's Nico crying right now, probably with happiest. Probably from happiness, yeah.
Okay, that
G,
is Group
oh, that's
G.
Because I didn't want
It's
that.
Man City, innit?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I tell you what.
I'll
Big
be
Steve on a Red
Leipzig.
Star Belgrade away day.
I'll love that.
Can't wait. That is a tough group, though. I tell you, Red Star Belgrade, we lost there. Horrible place, very intimidating, but they get results. So Man City, even though they're Man City, might find it difficult.
PSV Eindhoven.
The
Yeah, we'll
Netherlands,
take
yeah.
them.
You'd have them?
Yeah,
Didn't you have
put
them?
them in Group
You had,
B.
they knocked you out last time, didn't they?
Actually, yeah, I was at that game, actually. Who's the big Brazilian defender? I think he scored twice in that game.
Mate, they slumped
put-
But
you.
that was a
You
long,
sure you
long
want
time
them?
ago.
They can
yeah.
go into groups A, B,
Sure you want them?
C,
I dunno,
or
man.
D.
You can get worse, though, can't you? Let's be honest.
I don't know,
If you
man.
put them in Group B, you won't find me complaining.
By the way, over 2,500 of you with us right now. Make sure you're smashing that
B.
like button. And it's Group
Look at it.
B! Unbelievable!
I tell you what.
Bit of PSV.
Look at that. Arsenal,
All I
Sevilla
can
and
say
PSV
is
Eindhoven.
Sometimes the group, I remember sitting here having this draw
That's a
last
tough
year,
group, I'm
thinking
not-
that we had a decent group, and it was very difficult.
Yeah.
Though.
No, but with respect, all the teams I've got here are good
Yeah.
teams. But what I'm saying is, they're our first among equals, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't.
AC Milan.
AC Milan.
But that's
With
still a
no
tough group for
disrespect
Arsenal.
to PSV or Sevilla.
I think you're being a bit arrogant there. That's
not.
A tough
I'm saying
Have
group.
a
that
lovely
Arsenal
away day in Sevilla.
Tough away
be
days, mate.
expected to get through in a
think I've
group
been
of
to
those
PSV.
three.
They
so
should.
far.
I've
Should
been
do.
to PSV.
But you haven't
That's
been
all-
in the
that's all you
Champions
can
League for
hope.
7 years. They have. They've had
I
more
don't
appearances
go
in the
along with this
Champions,
7
right?
years.
We had PSV that season.
Well,
we
that's a
got
fact.
To the final.
It's not. Don't go along with it. You have not been in it for 7 years.
I will say about the stadium, they put a net up.
Yeah, it's poor.
It's really
Estadio
poor, the view.
Sanchez Pizjuan.
It's
Ramos.
very difficult. to see at PSV.
The seats are like teared apart. I think Flex showed me when they were there last year. They lost. United lost there last year at Sevilla.
Are you talking about Eindhoven? Are you talking about Sevilla?
Oh, I'm talking about Sevilla.
PSV.
Oh, sorry.
We're talking about PSV.
But
last
PSV,
time I was in Eindhoven, I did a
Simmons.
business course over there many years ago.
Yes, we
Now I'll be
played
going
them.
back to watch football.
We played them on the way to the final.
FC Salzburg.
Austria.
They're a bit of an unknown quantity, aren't they? Salzburg?
ACD.
What do you know about Salzburg?
Well, they only became a thing about 10 years ago, didn't they?
They're a bit of an unknown quantity.
But fair play to them from being an unknown quantity into the Champions League. Some story that. We're getting the graphics back.
Group D.
D.
Soon come, people. So far,
We're nearly
Benfica,
there.
Inter Milan and Salzburg in Group D of the Champions League.
This is taking so long.
Over.
It's 45
It's a little
minutes.
bit draining after a while.
45 minutes, I think.
Lazio, Laurie.
I'd rather not.
Tough away day in Rome, that is, I tell you.
It's sorted now. You can't get them.
The home of
very tough
former
away, yeah.
Liverpool player Luis Alberto.
It's
Feyenoord,
interesting because with these
Atletico,
draws, you got one eye on the
Lazio.
football, and let's face it, you've got another eye on the away day. You're thinking,
Oh, yeah.
On the
wanna go
terrace.
The best
And
part is
don't forget me wrong,
Fine.
Lazio obviously in Rome is a great city, but the reputation of the
Nasty.
Lazio fans
Yeah,
goes
it's a bit
before its
nasty.
time.
Next up, FC Copenhagen.
I'll take them.
From Denmark. Great city.
Put them in B.
Get them in B. You take
Yeah,
them?
but I'll take them in B. I'd welcome them in Group B.
Tell you what, if this is Group B and it
Had
can
your
only
group-
be...
You've had your group done. We've got to wait to move on to pot
Yeah,
four.
yeah.
Oh, of course, sorry.
Come
God,
on,
I know
man.
you've been out of it
Jumping the
7
gun.
years.
Yeah,
Come on,
he doesn't
come
even know the format, Ab. See on about.
No, but
Come
this
on.
format is so hard to follow.
And they'll be in Group A with Bayern Munich and Manchester United. FC Copenhagen. Oh, the CEO there, he's licking his lips. He's thinking that's a nice few paydays coming in. TV rights money, bosh. Abby is here for the vibe, says Ahmed. Bless her. SC Praga are out of that.
But,
They're in.
You guys are feeling somewhat voyeuristic right now, aren't you?
Just doing our jobs,
I'm
mate.
a bit knackered, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
At the window looking in,
I'm thinking
peering in
about
through
the traffic that I'm going to endure.
Is that how you're feeling, Alex?
I'm thinking of...
It's nice to have a year out of it.
Voyeuristic.
Ah, you guys are never
Looking
in it.
in
So.
the window thinking, oh, what's going on?
It's just my job, to be fair. I'm literally just doing my job.
You know, we can talk about
So
other
that's-
things other than our own team. We do it often. It's okay. Think about what I'm going to have for dinner.
What are you going to have?
I don't know. What are you having?
I'm playing football at 8, so I need to... should I really eat before that?
I hate when I've got my
Graphics are back.
on my own.
Graphics are back, by the way.
Pop
Do a little,
four.
whack a little something in the air
Where
fryer.
are you playing football tonight?
Archway.
He's in Chesham.
Yeah.
Sociedad.
Friends in Chesham.
Man like
If we
beef.
get Sociedad, that means we'll be coming
Great
up
team.
against,
Sociedad. Galatasaray. That's a tough way.
Galatasaray.
Boss in the shop just round the corner is a big
Celtic.
Galatasaray fan. He's telling me.
Yeah, this well, where
could
I
get
live,
'em.
where I live in Enfield, there's massive
Yeah.
Galatasaray fan base around
Yeah.
there.
Oh, Newcastle in Group 4.
Newcastle,
It's
this
not
is the
quite as bad as
Morgan
it.
Willen
The sort of
Bar.
welcome to hell
Mighty
days, though, is
random.
it? I mean,
What,
the welcome to hell days, Galatasaray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not quite the same. as that
Zaha
anymore.
there now.
Yeah, yeah.
Experiencing
Alderweireld.
Champions League.
I would.
First
I
time.
wouldn't mind welcoming him into Group B, Galatasaray.
Oh yeah, Antwerp are here as well, aren't they? And
Antwerp.
Lons. They haven't been in since the
Lons.
mid-90s, I don't think. Lons.
I reckon this is
Right,
shaping
this
up
is-
as a good draw for Arsenal so
This
far.
This
is
is it.
huge.
Pot 4 to complete the draw.
Come on, there, Geordie.
Celtic.
Young boys,
Right,
Real
if you're a
Sociedad.
Newcastle fan, what group do you want to be in? Do you want to have fun?
I just
See the
want
big
to. I
teams?
want to get my passport filled up with all the big names.
So what are we thinking group?
Well, they can't be in United or City,
no,
can they?
so it
Maybe
can be-
PSG's group.
Or that Real Madrid group
Yeah.
with Napoli?
Yeah,
I'd
it's
be
got.
going for
Yeah.
that group.
Oh wow! Can you imagine Matty Ranton
Yeah,
going
but
to Napoli away?
unreal.
Jesus.
Unreal that.
Right, first
Napoli
name
fans
out of
and
pot
Newcastle
4.
fans.
Oh, that's a big
Oh,
fight
God.
there. This is Real Sociedad. I guarantee it.
Newcastle.
Real Sociedad.
There we go.
It's because I saw the RE at the start.
Realised.
Did the knowledge.
If he goes in Group B,
AGT, everyone is dissing Liverpool like it's not a gap year. Your break for us to relax, let the other teams attempt and fail whilst we come back next year and succeed. Haha. Kid Thrill, shout out to you. Celtic over Atletico, says Montana. AGTW Riz, whatever that means, says Alex.
I'm so tired. I can't stop yawning.
Don't you?
Eric Abidal's looking tired as well.
Stop yawning.
Just under 3,000 of you joining us right now, so make sure you're smashing that like button. Who have we got? Group D.
Group D.
So who was that again? I can't remember.
Let me just-
Real
It's not
Sociedad.
us.
Real Sociedad.
So
in
there's
Group
no
D.
Kieran Tierney
So this is
derby.
the first group done. Benfica, Milan, Salzburg and Real Sociedad. Club de Football.
Club de Football.
Did you hear that?
Love to see it.
There's no Kieran Tierney derby then.
No,
He's gone to
Real
Sociedad,
Sociedad.
hasn't he?
he has, yeah. Imagine.
He'll do well there.
Next up, Newcastle
Newcastle!
United. I should say Newcastle United.
Newcastle United.
Newcastle.
There you
Just
go.
talking Geordie till this is done.
Oh, how we're the lads.
How are the last? Let's go. Right, they
Find
can
me
get
down
Group E and
strawberry
they can get
with a
Group
little
F.
pint.
What's
Right,
it gonna be?
Newcastle.
Group E,
This is
Group
the big
F.
one that everyone wanted to find out.
They can
to be
join
fair.
Lazio in that group.
Newcastle. Who will they end up with? This is the moment,
Group
Matty.
F, Paris Saint-Germain, Borussia Dortmund. Is it going to be them? Please be that.
Come on,
what
Eric.
an away day for you. if it is.
Unfold it.
Come on. Go on, be Group F.
F.
Yes! Come on.
It is Group F.
They join PSG.
Newcastle.
They join
Woo!
AC Milan and
Yes,
it's
I love that.
Newcastle.
I'll give them a clap for that.
Matty Renton, you enjoy
You see
those
that
away
group, though?
days.
Yeah.
I
That's
tell you what,
unbelievable.
that is unreal.
He couldn't have picked a better one
That is
himself.
so good.
Go on, Matty, son.
You're going to enjoy it.
Love
every
to see
minute of
it.
that.
The Oil Classico, says
Oh.
Boosie. That is an
That's
unreal group.
You could not have picked a better one. Amazing.
No way. Next up, Galatasaray. So PSG, Borussia Dortmund, AC Milan and Newcastle.
Literally.
Sandro Tonali going back to San Siro, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's another little
like it.
headline. What else you got? Any other headlines?
Other headlines?
Oh, another headline. Dembele going back to Dortmund
Oh, yeah.
in that group. Oh, unbelievable. I'm buzzing for
Unbelievable.
Newcastle. Should we call him? He might be on a stream, but
Do you
I
reckon he's
think...
buzzing?
Yeah,
I'd be buzzing.
let's call him. Let's get Matty Renton's live and direct reaction to the draw.
Live and direct.
Live and direct.
Live and
Please do not
direct.
swear, Matty.
Yeah, live and direct.
Yeah,
Don't
dear
swear.
two.
Dear 2 in the Big Brother house. Group A,
That's not us. So.
that
Who
is
else?
Bayern Munich, Manchester United, Copenhagen, and Galatasaray.
Come on, Matty, pick up, son. Ah, yes,
He's
sausage.
busy as watching that drama.
I know, but I wanted his
Come on.
live reaction, unfortunately. Keyman.
Keyman.
What a draw for the Geordies.
Union Berlin.
Yeah,
They
that
Group
sounds
B.
good.
What
Yeah,
a
we'll take
draw
that.
for
Group C.
Newcastle. Oh, you take Union
take
Berlin, would you?
Go back to Berlin, very lovely place. Not been there for many years.
I'm pretty sure we played Union Berlin last season.
Here we go.
Here we go,
and
B.
it was tough.
Eric, will it be B?
I reckon it'll be
3,000 of you in
That's
the
not
chat.
an easy game, that Berlin.
B. No, it won't.
Like the video, people. And it's C.
Oh, C.
Group C. Is that Johan Kabay?
C. Yeah. Is that it?
That is Johan Kabay, isn't it?
Napoli, Madrid, Braga.
And who was
That
the
one.
last one?
Can't remember.
No,
That last
gone.
one. Union Berlin.
Union Berlin. The mighty Real
Young
Madrid.
boys.
Oh, this will be B.
This is...
Was going to make a joke about Philip Schofield then, but probably won't.
No, it can't be your group.
No.
This can be Group E, Group G, Group H.
Come on. Who have we got? Tell you what, after a really promising start, the Bayern Munich and Man United group went a bit not that cool. But anyway, good job for them. Next up in Group G.
G.
Group G.
Group G.
Young boys in with Man City, Leipzig, Red Star Belgrade and Young Boys.
Do you reckon they're thinking in their head like, fuck? Or like, do you think that they're buzzing about it?
Yeah, they're obviously buzzing. It's a massive payday. But you never know. You could scrape a
You
little
do
draw.
never know. You do never know.
Scrape
We
a draw
played
at
Young
home.
Boys in the first time we were ever in the Champions League.
Lons.
Racing Club Lons.
Take that.
Would you have them in Group B?
That is straight in your
Group B.
your basket.
You've got it. That's what you've ordered,
Straight
and you've
in
got
your
it.
basket.
Sevilla,
Now
Arsenal,
that-
Eindhoven,
now
and
that
Lens.
I am
Oh,
very
Matty
happy
Renton's
with that
video
group.
calling me. Matty Renton, you beauty, son.
I'm trying to do a live stream here for the Champions League group stage draw. What are you doing on there?
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing, mate. Yeah, have some respect. Anyway, I've called you to congratulate you, bro. That is an unbelievable group for you. How do you feel right now?
Unbelievable, mate. The group of death. I say we're going to get it. We're ready for it. Bring on the yellow wall, yeah? Bring on PSG. And back there, get a taste of St. James's. You'll be here in a couple of years. Anyways, smash Milan. Tonali, yeah? Tonali, back to Milan. No worries, mate. No worries at all. Straight through to the next round. Beats.
It's literally the perfect group for you because you get to experience everything that's
Mate,
good
those
about
names,
the Champions
PSG,
League.
Dortmund, Milan and Newcastle.
Unreal.
I'm buzzing for you, mate.
People were like, I was saying, like, I wanted the big teams, and people were like, oh, you're magic, you're going to get knocked out. You know, you want to try and play like your Shakhtar Donetsk. I mean, I didn't wait 20 years to play Red Star Belgrade. You know what I mean? I'm here for the big
Play the
guns.
big boys.
I'm here for it.
100%.
Love to see
You
it.
want to enjoy it. And
Listen,
you've got
mate,
amazing
congrats,
away
bro.
days.
You've got some nice little nights out there ahead of you, I presume.
Yeah, I can't wait, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Magnod, still a sausage though, but all the best, brother. See you soon, yeah?
See you later, walk in.
Later, walk in. Oh, we love to
Okay.
see it. Live and direct. Matty
Right.
Renton is absolutely buzzing.
Shall we
round it
go
off,
through
Abby?
them?
Let's go.
round it up. Come on then. Okay. We have got our groups for the Champions League. Group A. No, ignore me. Sorry. It's not been updated on here. Hold
read
on.
it
There
off
we
there.
go. Group A, Bayern Munich, Manchester United, Copenhagen, Galatasaray. Group B, Sevilla, Arsenal, PSV and Lens. Group C, Napoli, Real Madrid, Braga, Union Berlin. Group D, Benfica, Inter, Salzburg and Real Sociedad.
Perfect.
And
Love to see it.
we're just waiting for the other side of it as well. There we go. Group E is Feyenoord, Atletico Madrid, Lazio, Celtic.
Big up.
Tough for Celtic.
Celtic,
Group
it's a great
G,
draw for them.
Yeah, it's a great draw, but
Go on,
tough.
Celtic.
Group G, Manchester City, Leipzig, Red Star, Young Boys. Group F, PSG, Borussia Dortmund, AC Milan, Newcastle. And Group H, Barcelona, Porto, Shakhtar and Antwerp. You must be buzzing.
You know what? I think that the draw gods have been kind to us. Sevilla, as I said earlier, bottom of the table there. Spain.
Don't sleep on them.
Mate, tough place to go
Tough
to.
place to go.
Yeah, it won't be easy.
And
Won a lot
Union
more
Berlin,
European
difficult.
Cups than you have.
Difficult.
So
Well, yes. But as I said, I think most Arsenal fans, if not all, would take that group.
I can't believe Newcastle is the standout to me. Arsenal have got a decent group and they should be
Yeah.
finishing top of that.
They should be topping that group. But
Easily,
honestly, I
to be
would
fair.
genuinely say Sevilla, no mugs. PSV in it year
Tough
after
place.
year.
And Lon's first time, they might create a big atmosphere there. You never
let's
know.
see.
yeah.
But you know, they've smiled on you today, but that might mean for the round of 16.
And I'll tell you
that's
what,
fine.
Manchester United have got to go to the Allianz away and Galatasaray away, which is one of the most intimidating away days in the whole continent. As well as Copenhagen, Celtic, touching on them, Feyenoord, Atletico. Trust me, none of them teams want to go to Celtic when it's bouncing. You never walk alone before the game.
Would be to
Newcastle, PSG, Dortmund, and Milan. Unbelievable draw for Newcastle.
Unbelievable.
Man City, Leipzig,
Couldn't have asked for
Belgrade, and
anything
Young
better.
Boys.
I only really like if you could get like a Madrid in that group.
Unbelievable.
Damn
Eddie
it.
Howe and the Geordies are absolutely buzzing, like. Absolutely
and also,
buzzing.
there is no Ajax.
City will be
There is
happy
no
with that
Ajax.
group, to be honest.
Yeah, they will. Leipzig, to be fair, the Red Star Belgrade, always tough place to go to as well. Right.
Right, should
I
we?
think that's, listen, we've done the draw for you.
done the draw.
Remember to like the video. We'll be back. What's the day is it? What day is it?
Monday.
It's Thursday, isn't it?
No,
tomorrow.
you'll see
No,
then.
we've got the transfer deadline.
Yeah, you've got deadline day tomorrow. You've got Saturday football show. I've got F1
You've
Sunday.
got F1 Sunday.
And we'll see you together on Monday.
And then we'll be back here on Monday. Laurie, big up to you.
Thank you very
Congratulations.
much.
First Champions League
Thank you very
campaign in
much,
7
Champions
years.
League. Eric Abidal and Joe Cole, you did your jobs very well today.
Love to see it. Abbi, respect as always, my mate.
My darling.
Thanks for coming on. We'll see you next time, and hopefully we might even be in the group draw next year.
Well, let's see how this could look next year. It could be you and me sitting here, and Laurie's got to host it.
Get your tickets to Wembley if you're an Arsenal fan.
Oh, straight down the camera.
Big old statement.
That is a big statement from Laurie. Will he back it up, or will his team crumble at the round of 16 once again? Take care. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.